Hello folks, Nemo here and welcome to Nemo Tries Out Loop Hero. Loop Hero is a game I've actually been looking forward to for quite some time now. It is a roguelike game. I'm a huge fan of roguelikes and I'm a huge fan of pixel art styles. It's a game where most of the game is automated. Your hero goes on a loop around the map and basically all you do is you build up the map around them. It's as far as I've gotten. I've played about an hour's worth, as you can see here. This is our base camp. We'll get that. So I'm going to start from scratch with the tutorial for your benefit. Let's go straight in because I've loved it so far. Let's go straight in. We'll get the story as well and stuff. So here we go. Also, this is current version 0.927. It comes out on the 7th. It comes out next Friday, or it comes out on the 4th, which is a Thursday, I guess. Wow. Okay, I'm very bad at this. Anyway, the stars in the sky are cutting out one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there's still hope. I needed to make it before it's too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed and even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space. Without time, without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff in the sky. This darkness was coming down from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. To change between... Basically, this is the pause button. You can either switch between planning modes or adventure mode. Adventure mode and planning mode, so we can just right click there. Adventure mode, your hero will go round and around the loop. Loops change. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. Such a thing as night still even exists without a sky, of course. Pay attention to the day progress up here. At the top of the screen. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Basically, if you're going around, time passes every night. Enemies have a chance to spawn. Wasteland here, 5% chance of spawning a slime once a day. A living ball of slime, quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remember this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. So yeah, you see it. If you see a little, if I mouse over, if I pause as well, I think. I can pause. Oh well, we'll do it next fight. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the range of this thing that's not fully digested. So you get every time you beat something, you can have a chance of getting equipment. You can pull that up there, so we'll increase our damage from nothing to no bonus damage. Our damage is 4 to 6. Thank you for the baby outside as well. Appreciate that. This is a good game. Don't cry for this baby. It's a good game. So 4 to 6, we go up to, I'm assuming 7 to 11. I think I remember that there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories? Or do they belong to that slime? You can use cards that are left after defeating enemies to add various new objects to the map. That's what the planning mode is for. Drag the card into a suitable space to remember the land. You have 7 to 11, there you go. So you get a chance to get items here and new things to add to the map get played as cards down here. And groves can be added pretty much anywhere on the road. Grove can be added to the road. And spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. The wolf can move to an adjacent tile. Boom. So again, we go round and around every night. There you go. A rat wolf is spawned. And if you see again, if I mouse over something here, you see there's the health bar at the top, and there is the blue bar, which is like your ATB. If you've played Final Fantasy games, like when that bar charges to full, you attack. So rat wolf has 16 HP, does 3.42 damage, and attacks 0.75 times per second. Also is living and has a soul, if anything cares about those effects. And our hero, have plus 4% damage. Which I think is because of that. There we go. Forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few colorful images, and a bit of adrenaline, and everything will be forgotten like a bad dream. Or remembered as a bad... Damn, it's good that nobody's listening. We are. You can get new items and cards during battles, as you've probably already noticed. Some items have unique abilities, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item or a card, you can expect its properties. Equip the new weapon, and place a new card on the map to continue. So here we go. This does more damage and also does damage to all. So it has a flat damage bonus, and every hit does 2 damage to everything on the map, anything you're fighting. So you can fight multiple creatures at once. And also we can add a forest, a thick forest. Nobody knows who or what could be lurking inside. It makes you a bit nervous. You can add it anywhere on the map. Things like this, for example, plus 1% hero attack speed. That can be put anywhere. So you can put that over here. Bam. That affects us there. And we've got some resources there. And a rock as well. Against plus 2 HP. And gets 2 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. So I'll put it in a place with plenty of space. On that side. Great. So there was a mountain over here. And here is a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack sure are a sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you will need later on. But not right now. That shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. Look over there, you see we have a preserved rock, apparently untouched by the Lich's curse and thus suitable for building despite the shapelessness of the world, and a stable wood, a log that somehow managed to keep its structural integrity despite the general chaos. And you get back to camp. I think it's time to get some rest. The game itself is a journey on a looped path. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you or the fangs of the claws of enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it is safe to do so. Basically, if there's nothing between you and the camp, you can retreat and keep all your resources. If there's stuff between you and the camp, you can lose some resources. If you die, you lose even more resources. But basically, that is the beginnings of the loop, of the loop hero. But anyway, yeah. So we will keep the stable wood, the preserved rock. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea! The camp is just around the corner. Retreat, you keep all resources. And for example, if you would have lost anything, it would have turned up here. Anyways, let's just retreat. It is cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both of these problems. Nice place to set up a camp. This is when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who would have thought? You have just enough wood and stones to build a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Build a campfire using the building function while in a camp. Press the build button and select the campfire to place it. You have all the trees of things we can end up building. We've got field kitchen, herbalist hut, smithy, smelter, farm, refuge, gymnasium, cemetery, supply depot, mud hut, warehouse, crypt, intel center, watchtower, library, river, alchemist's tent, forest, war camp, lumberjack bridge. And we'll build a campfire. A common campfire, warm and cozy, monsters keep away from it, so it's a nice spot to have some rest between your travels, and also the center of your camp and the starting point of your adventures. Hero restores 20% of his max HP upon entering the campfire tile. There you go. Congratulations, you have beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition, or not, do as you wish. So we'll just go out again, because there's nothing we can do here. Expedition? Menu. There's no menu here, we're just going to go out and, again, try to rebuild the world. This path, everything's wrong. But I remember, it looks like a completely different place. And it's empty again. Did my actions have any meaning? Like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. But yeah, every time you load the new map, you get... this is also speed. You can slow down time and speed up time here. I tend to go fast just because... I guess it doesn't affect battles, so you can walk around slower, have more time to think. But yeah, every time you retreat and come back out, the map changes. Everything you've put on the map before gets removed. You start from scratch essentially. All your levels get removed, etc. That's the new game, as it were. And the permanent progression is your camp building. Right, let's begin. We have our time of day. We have map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. Okay, fight first. There you go. Simple. I'm going to speed up time as well. This doesn't affect combat, but there's nothing really happening here. Okay, pause. We've got ourselves a meadow. Earth covered with a thick carpet of grass. Nothing really interesting, unless you're a cow, of course. Heals 2 HP at the start of each day. Put it anywhere. I'm going to put it there. The areas beside the map are saved for things that can actually affect your map. Oblivion, a bit of the Lich's magic, causes anything to be totally forgotten. Erases any established tiles, erases any monsters from the road. So you can put down there to just remove things that exist. We're going to keep that for now, because we don't need Oblivion. It's useful to have around, though. There you go. Attacking, keep having a swing there. There you go, we got ourselves a shield. Shield adds some defense. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, we have a treasury. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. It gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile. can't be built adjacent to anything. So I can't build anywhere in there, but whenever I build something next door to it, we get a random resource. So I'm going to put you here. And we get the Vampire Mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof. Adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. So because it affects the tiles, you can only place it next to the path. So we'll put it here, because it means any fight that happens in these 3 squares, anything that happens in these 3 squares here will have a vampire as well. But also because I'm building adjacent to the treasury, you get a random resource, which is ration, a small amount of food. Surprisingly, it can still satisfy one's hunger. These things are real luxury now. And basically, all the resources have like a miniature version and a big version. You only get to keep the big versions when you go back. So we need 12 rations to form a whole food supply. You need 12 sticks to form a bit of wood, you need 12 pebbles to form a rock, and things of that nature. In the tutorial, we got big ones just because we needed to build the campfire, but yes. Anyway, carry on. New day, we heal 2 HP because of the meadow. Come on, I'm going to weapons, it's taking slow. There we go, pause. We have here rocks and grove. Grove, of course, we've seen before. I'll put a grove... here. I haven't quite yet figured out... That's probably a bad idea, because there's a... we'll kill the slime before it's daytime again. Anyway, rock. 2 HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. So we'll put that there. We get some preserved pebbles. 10 pebbles for 1 preserved rock. We'll put a mountain here as well. So if you look at here, our HP is currently 252. It's kind of hard to see because it's white on green. Put the rock there, we should get, it's plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. So you're going to get plus 2 for this one, plus 5 for this one. We should get from 252 to 259. 260. Ah, interesting. We also got some scrap metal. 13 pieces of scrap metal form 1 bar of stable metal. Anyway, carry on. As you see, we only have access at the moment to... Oh, hello, pause. We only have access to the ring, 1 ring slot, 1 weapon slot, 1 shield slot, and 1 body slot. We haven't got a helmet, we haven't got a necklace, other rings, waists, gloves, food. Those aren't there yet. I'm assuming we have to build more of the main city, main base for that. Battlefield. It smells of blood and steel. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. So I'm going to put you here. The start of every loop will spawn a chest which just has loots for us. But anything that dies in these 3 squares has a chance of becoming a ghost, which will just carry the fight on longer, essentially. Go. Ooh, we got some sticks from that grove. Ooh, we got some more meadows. Right, so... Meadow. Meadow there. Meadow there. I think if I put something next to the meadow, like, you can combine things to have greater effects. I know that meadows benefit from being adjacent to other things. Other non-meadow things. Here we go. Oh, we have cemetery. We can pause mid-combat as well. The combat won't pause, but we can pause stuff up there. Grove spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. We can keep lining them up, or we can put we can spread them out a bit. Cemetery. Put a cemetery here. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days, and put a cemetery over here. Why not? Yep, got a stick from there. Where are we going? Also, every loop, the enemy level goes up. Right. Vampire Mansion. There's one over there. Rock. We'll put a rock next to here. Vampire Mansion. Here. Oh, we got 2 Oblivions as well, which is interesting. Anyway, start of a new loop. Enemy level goes up. There's a rat wolf now there because it spawns the grove but can move to the next tile. Enemy level went up. So let's see get at least one full bit of hit here. Right, okay, what do you got here? We got a beacon. A worthless landmark in a world in a direction. Plus 40% movement speed within its range, plus 20% attack speed to all units. And so it affects the news range. You cannot put it next to the board, but I'll put it here because I think it affects the most. Actually, this affects what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. Affects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares. So we'll put it there. Beacon. So within this area, we have greater move speed. So this branch here, down here, and that square there, and anything in these squares has increased attack speed. Spider Cocoon. A silky bastion of 8-legged hunters. Spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. You put that over here. On an adjacent tiles, you can actually spread them. You can spread them out a bit. If you put them like here, for example, all the spiders must go to the same tile, which means you can get it with several spiders in the same tile. Anyway, it is time for a chest, which can be. It's in fact a mimic this time around. As I say, it can be a mimic. It is in fact a mimic. It's not always a mimic. Just sometimes it's just a chest, but mimic this time around. Still, mimic some good stuff. What do we got here? We got a good ring. Damage to all 2, attack speed +8, counter +6%. And regen is the same, so upgrade, you don't get it back, it just gets discarded. If you run out of space here, because you've got good gear here, you're not getting anything better, anything extra gets turned into resources. Anyway, meadow, put the meadow here, because I know, I guess addition to that, also meadows next to other things become bountiful meadows, which heals a bit more, so, okay, let's keep going. You go, pause, if we pause here, Glow of a beacon. All creatures' attack speed increase by 2%, and battlefield. 20% chance for all enemies to have a soul to be reborn as ghosts after being killed. This does not have a soul, so slimes will never become ghosts. They are artificial life, and they are liquid. There we go. We've got some rock. The rock over here. Add more to our health. I got some armor here. Yep, max HP increase, so 280 to 367. Rock. Another grove here. Put a rock here. There you go. Add some more of this. This is noticeable change. This is enough to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly, a seed into a sprout, or a drop of water into steam. Will turn itself into something else if you collect too much of it. 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. Wood. Got some rock from the graveyard. There you go. Ooh, an axe now. Our axe just is exactly the same as our current one, so there's no point changing it. Mountain. There. Good. Let's keep going. Back off, human. Oh yes, we're within range of a vampire mansion. A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I will be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. Right, I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. Okay. Gotta deal with you. Oop, an evasion there. You got vampirism as well. Undead vampire has a soul. 30% vampirism, 20% attack speed. I don't know what counter. I haven't actually quite managed to figure out what counter does. There we go. We killed you. Get a good shield. And so we got a... Vampires often owned lands. They kept the peace. They helped our settlements to prosper. But this won't do at all. Now they're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently, the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power of devour someone else's life. Yep, if there's a vampire in battle, all enemies have vampirism trait. Shield, more defense, and also gives us some evasion. The axe is the same as before. Meadow. Put a meadow over there. Mountain, we're going to put a mountain over here. And keep going. At the start of every day, we now heal up 13, based on the meadows we've got. We're slowly regenerating 0.6 HP a second as well. Slow, but we're getting it. Right, here we go. Ratwolf and Slime at the same time. That ring is probably not a very good ring. Vampirism ring, but I'd rather have everything else, the regen, the damage toll, etc. There we go. More mountains. Now, the reason I'm waiting for the mountains like this, because I think if I think a 3x3 of mountains is actually a thing you can do. Battlefield, put a battlefield here. Road lantern. Decreases the maximum number of models on adjacent tiles. Affected lanterns can stack, so I can put it somewhere here, and we'll say we'll put it here. Which means that the maximum number of models on adjacent tiles is reduced. Moving past there, there's the Ratwolf over there. 10, 12, 14. 14 because it's 12 plus the 2 there. Meadow. Meadow. There you go. Right, double spiders now. Right, more meadow. Okay, more ring. This ring is what? Also Vampirism ring. Okay. Right, new day. We heal 20%. Chest there. We keep going. We've got one preserved rock. Let's do one more lap. I don't think I might. We'll see. We've got time. Yeah, actual chest. It's not actually a thing this time around. It's actually just a chest. Ooh, what do we got here? We got ourselves enough wood for a stable wood. The spear does way more damage and has an increased counter ability. Ring is same defense. It loses attack speed, but gains vampirism, and same counter, same region. I'll take that, thank you very much. Right. We got more meadow, put another meadow there, there you go. Rat wolf there. Oop, evaded that. Good. Right, now, armor 4, huge HP increase, look at that. Bam. And mountain over there. There you go. That turns into a mountain peak. A stone giant could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. Plus 120 HP, 5 HP for every additional mountain or rock tile. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. And also a goblin camp. Spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile once a day. Appears for every 10 mountain or rock tiles. Mountain octiles, I think it's meant to be mountain or rock tiles. Alright, skeleton time. Skeleton's undead, but has a soul, so can also become a ghost. There we go. We've got some good armor here. What's this? Lower max HP, but has maximum damage and attack speed. Well, then I'll take that. And a chest time. Oh, Mimic. Has no is living, but has no soul. Amusingly. There you go. Ooh, plenty of good gear. What he has. So we've got 2 different weapons here. We got a mace that does 16 to 24, regen and damage to all, or a scimitar that has increased attack speed. You know what? I'm going to go for this. There you go. And the ring, damage to all 4, regenerates the same evasion. So we lose vampirism, but we have damage to all goes up. You know what? I'll take it. Okay. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you've got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first, and then you can do anything you want. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I don't have any valid objection here. Oh wait, I do have one. How about... Now, goblins, living, has a soul, and enrages after an ally dies. They also have vampirism because there's a vampire present. Anyway, died, so this has we got additional damage now because he's enraged. Unfortunate. You don't pick targets either. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and that the world is trying to restore itself. For that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Okay, rock time? We'll put a rock over here. Get those meadows blooming. This armor is... We lose attack speed, but we gain HP and we gain more magic damage, so we'll put that there. Double rat wolf now. We were attacking that one, but I was taking damage. Ooh, big shield. Increases defense and adds extra defense, so we'll take that. That armor shield just does nothing. I mean, it's actually more base defense, but it doesn't have the stat defense, so it's actually 14 versus 16. Good. Next skeleton there. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, harpy has spawned. Okay. Less damage, more attack speed, more regen. Ooh. Slightly less damage though, but the more regen is interesting. Regen wouldn't double our regen because we'd lose 1.6, which is 1.8 regen. You know what? No. We'll keep that there. Harpy's now over there. Alright, two rats. Good. Ooh, there we go. Armor and some ring there as well. What do we got here? We got ourselves armor. Loses magic damage, no thank you. And the ring just has defense. No. Road lantern, we'll put a road lantern here to stop that happening. Okay, I was expecting you to be able to split, but I guess you're just putting them all in the same place. Harpy time. No. What do you mean, no? You want to save the world. You want to ask for help. The answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away, we see deep inside. For a long time there has been just emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world, this world, is a one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way of saving the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. What does save the world mean to you? My progeny and my kin. For them, to be strong and to live. It's a part of the cycle of life and death. It is life itself. It is the world. I will kill you and feed your remains to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one. I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. It's time to say goodbye. We have here, living has a soul, high damage, but attacks less so hopefully we can... Oh, I guess the defense is actually working quite well on our adventures. They've got a lot of defense. I feel awful. By fixing one evil and becoming a source of another. There's no home for harpies except the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut from the reality. Ring. Less damage to all. No regen. More attack speed. No, okay, cool. There. Ooh, triple spiders now. Ooh, got some rock. Rocks and meadows. Put the rock over there. Put the meadow over here. What do we got here? Right, we've actually managed to fill up the thing now. Ring is... we lose damage to all, but we gain some defense. No, I'm okay with that. And you see, as you go up, stronger and stronger and stronger here, when you get to the end, the boss spawns. And, ooh, as things get past, the bottom ones drop off and become scrap metal. What do we got here? A ring. Increases damage to all and has vampirism as well. 9% vampirism. We're currently doing 20 to 30 damage, so 9% damage. 9% is between 2 and 3 per hit. You know what? We'll take that. Skeleton time. Whack you. Whack you. Whack you. Got a cocoon. Here. Chester Mimic. Chest. Scimitar. No, we're good. Right, triple. Oh god, this is a hard fight. Thankfully, we killed the goblin leader first. These guys don't have the enrage ability. Our shield is 16 of the thing, but also evasion, so I'll take that. Another beacon. Yeah, another treasury. Ooh, we got also our orb of expansion. A fizzle manifestation of standing in the form of a little sphere. Oh, I've never got one of these before. Intriguing. Very interested to see what that does. We also haven't got any food. I want to get some more food. Rock. We'll put rock where? Treasury we'll put over here. We'll put the rock there. Also put the beacon... We put the beacon here. Got those. Got double rock now. Good. New cemetery. New cemetery there. How are our weapons doing? No, weapons are still the same. Okay. Ooh, that looks big. HP increase, regen per second, and vampirism. We lose magic, but hey, I'll take the increased regen and HP. Ooh, more road lantern, more mountain. Okay. Road lantern. Ooh, yep. Oh, make sure we pause as well. Okay. Yes, meadows. I want meadows, please. Vampire Mansion. Put there. Put that there. Good, you have one full ration now. If I get one more scrap metal, I'll call it there. I think. You there. Vampire Mansion. Down here, I guess. Oh, if we put you over here, it can affect those fights, but screw it. Why the hell not? More rings. The rock somewhere else as well. There you go. Rock there. Add rock to that. Add rock to that. Okay, you care about size as well. Okay, I did not know that. That changes things a lot, actually. And the spider cocoon, we'll put a spider cocoon here. There you go. That should be enough. Yeah. So when we get to the end there, oh, pause. See, we can retreat for free now. So, oh, so you can hold it to turn auto retreat. There you go. The thought of going back home, we get to keep everything. Do you get to keep the small ones? I thought you lost them. Guess not. Retreat. Ooh. I can't believe it. Hey everybody, the boy has managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from. Or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone here knows, have never even been with us. Like we forgot them. You forgot. Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from, and our families, and maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That is the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. Wait, you said that I'd managed to return? That means you remembered I was here. Yes, that is why it's important to us. When we saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if you could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. There's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what they're talking about. I'm exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. And we're back to base? We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survive the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. Resources? Good. Oh, I do actually get to keep the small stuff. Cool. Show and hide building levels and employment. Oh, okay, good. So can you build anything? We can build a field kitchen. Very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there is good food here. 10% of the campfire's healing power, and unlocks the Blood Grove card. The Herbalist. Potion heals 4% of max XP. You can take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions refilled at the camp. Unlocks the Swamp card. Smithy. Lets you start exploration with basic warrior's gear. Unlocks the ability to craft tools for the camp if the supply depot is built. We need a lot of metal for that. We need a lot of food for this. But we're going to build a field kitchen anyway. We'll put it here. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What, you were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, and a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. There we go, folks. We can go out again. We can upgrade a building. We need a lot of stuff here. Okay. Yeah, so increase the item slot. I don't actually haven't. Ooh, I have not actually gone. I do like this game. But yeah. What I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to call it there for now. If you want me to carry on with this, I'm not sure how well this will work. It is quite a passive game in the sense that I'm not really worrying about the fighting. I'm basically having to worry about what's happening around the fighting. But I'm enjoying the thematically, and as far as the graphics go, and the music as well. I'm really enjoying it. So if you are too, let me know. If not, I think you can get the demo now, and the game comes out on. Let me actually learn this for real. I will give you actual information. The demo is available now. The full game comes out on. Releases on the 4th, I believe. I believe it's on the 4th. Hang on. Also, there's a Steam demo is at there now, and it releases on the 4th, which, if you are watching it roughly when this comes out, it'll be about a week today, give or take. Depends how long this takes to render. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you all next time. I hope you enjoyed Loop Hero. I definitely am. If you want me to carry on, let me know. I've got a bit of a... I can't show too much of the game before certain dates, as per request, but I can still go quite a bit further on at the moment. So, if you want me to carry on, let me know, and I'll catch you all next time, folks. See you then. Bye-bye.